Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Ham Radio 2.0 Sunday night live stream. Back in the shack this weekend. Looking forward to this, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Okay, 7 o'clock in Texas, and there we go. Hey, very good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just kick the transition there. Good evening to everybody tonight. Happy Sunday. Happy end of July. Kind of went fast, I think. I don't know. I was driving around. I was out of town. I was out of town for most of July. And we had a really, really fun trip going to the HamCon Zion Hamfest 2-3 weekends ago, and then driving all through Utah the week after that, and spending the following weekend in Yellowstone with Kyle and Rob and Frank and N8YO Mike and Chuck and Javi and several other people I'm probably forgetting about right now too. No, I think that's it. I think that was everybody. But yeah, really good time there. Thank you to those of you who worked us on POTA. That was really fun. I got 3 new states and like 9 or 10 new parks in my POTA log for that weekend. For that whole trip, I should say. So that was a fun time for sure. Special shout out to all the folks in green text in the chat. YouTube channel members, thank you for your support tonight. See Michael in there. Tom, Andy, AA0AM. I see AC3IK Ed. Let's see, Kenneth, N4 VKF is in there. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kermit is in there. Freddie Mac, Ham Radio Crusader. Chuck, I'm not going to attempt your last name. Katie9VNC. Thanks for joining us tonight. TC Fitz is in the house. Matthew. Mike, KO4PDI, good evening. How are you? And Jody, VA5SAR, K5YAC Mark, Soul Studios. Hey, that's a cool name. Okay. Appreciate you guys joining the chat tonight, joining the live stream for your support thank you for your support of the channel and YouTube channel membership. And we're going to talk about, we got Mark on tonight from the Huntsville Hamfest. We're going to talk to him in just a second. So this is something that I found. I found this the other day, and I found it right before my where'd it go? Hold on, if I can get my buttons in a row here. That's the wrong thing. Here we go. I lost it. I had it a minute ago, and now I've lost it. Okay, bear with me a second. So I found this thing, and it was after my shopping video premiered on Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. So after my shopping video premiered on Friday, and it's a Trailblazers giveaway. I'm trying to get to it right now. Here we go. Here it is right here. Okay, so right here. Boom. And that right there, you can win all of this stuff. It's a bunch of outdoor camping stuff. $300 gift card from the Pro Bar, off-grid duffel bag, Icy Breeze Ultimate Portable Air Conditioner Unit, Advanced Mountaineering Pack, Sports Vehicle Tent, $300 gift card from one place, $250 from another place, all this kind of good stuff in here. So I'm going to give you guys a code here, and if you use my code to enter in this, then I get extra credit for entering. And if I win it, I'm going to do an unboxing on my Pac-Man channel for that. So check that out. Check that link out in the chat. Cool giveaway. I signed up for one of these giveaways like a year and a half ago, and now this company that does this outdoor and camping giveaway, they email me now and then, hey, we're doing another one. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. $4,250 in prizes. And I hope you guys saw that last video that I did, which the thumbnail looks like this right here. No. See, I lost it. It's going to be, the page refreshed. So this one right here that says, good radio clubs, right there. Right there. So I'm building a list of ham radio clubs, and a good ham radio clubs is going to be and I'll share this. I hope you guys watch this video. If not, go watch this video. And go share this video with your local clubs, because I'm curious to see what clubs might say about it. So we're going to build a list and put them on a website of good ham radio clubs, a crowd-funded, a crowd-sourced list of ham radio clubs. Not something you hearsay, not some club that says, hey, we're a great club, it has on their website, but people who have actually experienced a good ham radio club, and they have actually attended themselves. We're going to put those on a list, and we're going to start sharing that with people, because a very common comment that I get is that, oh, I went to a club and they're all jerks, or they're elitists, or they're not welcoming and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, those guys are out there, no question, but there's a lot of good ones out there too. So we're going to make a list of all the good clubs out there. And I've got probably about 20 to 30 emails so far for you guys. clubs@hamradio2.com is the email address that you can send the info to. It's linked from this video I just shared. So go check that out real quick. And I know Andy's going to be really interested in this. So we're going to do the Mega Mystery Box. Move that up a bit. Okay, I'm going to do the Mega Mystery Box. I'm going to have it go live during this live stream. Okay, and the Mega Mystery Box includes, out of 10, there'll be 10 boxes total. Okay, one box will have a brand new Yaesu FT710 field radio. Two boxes will have a brand new Anytone AT878 UV2 Plus, the latest and greatest Anytone DMR HT. Two boxes will have a Waxon UV9D Plus from BetterSafeRadio.com. One box will have a Waxon UV9 Papa X-Ray from BetterSafeRadio.com, and 4 boxes will have a brand new DX Commander Expedition antenna. So 10 boxes in all. It's $250 per box, but you're possibly getting a lot more than that for a chance to, it's kind of like a raffle chance to win a FT710 field radio. Never done anything like this before with this large of a prize, this large of a box. I'm going to see how it goes. If it works out well, we'll do it again. So those are not live yet, but sometime during the stream tonight, I'm going to click go on that. Andy's been asking me about it for a long, long time. That's why I'm teasing him in the chat. So that's going to go live. There's a picture of it right there. That's going to go live during the chat tonight, and that's where we're at there. All right. Okay. So Frank has joined the Zoom, and yes, I know, Frank, that you couldn't hear me a minute ago. Frank joined the Zoom, and I had to take my headphones off because they were talking in there. That's okay. That's all right. It's not a problem. So let's get you guys on there. You're talking about whiskey. Hey, let me join in that conversation. Let me bring you guys on joining that conversation. What's going on?
Well,
how's everybody doing?
We're doing great.
Yeah, we were talking about whiskeys, and Mark said there is a local whiskey, that 12-year-old whiskey that he
George Dickel. It's made up just past Tullahoma, which is just past Lynchburg, and we all know what comes out of Lynchburg.
Yes. Okay.
But 12-year-old Dickel is only $31 a bottle, and it's a surprisingly good whiskey.
Can you find it in local liquor stores there?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go try to find this.
Write that down, Frank, because I won't remember the name. Write that name down, and we'll go find some. I'm gonna take a bottle of the TX bourbon. Texas TX bourbon. I'm going to take it and give it to Jason Came for ACK this year, because he usually brings me a bottle of that Chattanooga bourbon, Chattanooga whiskey, which is good. We can get that here, but it's still good stuff. I never had it before. He gave me a bottle of it 2 or 3 years ago, so I'm going to try to trade some bourbon with Came for ACK this year. But yeah. And
what's the name real fast? One more time. I'm writing it right now.
That's fine. George Dickel. Is that right?
QSL.
Okay. But, yeah. So, Frank and I both got several bottles of whiskey that we brought home from Hamvention. And Frank thought he got more than me, but I had to carry it home because he flew home. So, I think I kept one of his. But I don't know. I didn't. But
it's all right behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple left, but I don't know. I took that one to I took it to Field Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of demolished one of them at Field Day.
I've been bringing them out to our
Man, I'm going to the wrong Field Day.
yeah, wrong Field Day. Buffalo Trace is always good, Aaron. That's good. Aaron says he'll bring the Buffalo Trace. All right, so Huntsville Hamfest. I don't have my calendar up right now. Huntsville Hamfest is going to be, I think it's 3 weeks from now, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
2, 3,
a little shy of 3 weeks.
Yeah, just shy. So 3 weeks from yesterday, actually. So the 17th and 18th of August. And if for those of you who have not attended the show before, this is one of it's probably like the third or fourth largest in the nation. It's not a large show, but it's like probably the most fun show that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the reason for that, in my opinion, is because we all camp on the mountain in town at Montesano State Park, which of course is a POTA spot, and there's at least one soda summit up there as well.
Not quite all of you. There are 30 YouTubers signed up to attend Huntsville this year.
Oh wow.
Woo!
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people who camp in Montesano that are not YouTubers. You just drive through and you see antenna. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
When I say all of us, what I mean is actually the people attending Huntsville Hamfest, ham radio
cool
operators.
kids.
We totally
Yes.
take over that state park. So yeah, it's a fun time. But and there'll be a lot of people in cabins. I think Rob's going to get a cabin. Digital Ranchers, he's in there right now. Saw him in there a minute ago. I think he's got a cabin, and a couple of Joe Brett and his wife usually get a cabin. And so there'll be a lot of people in cabins as well. The cabins usually fill up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the coolest things about it is that we will be camping in an actual POTA spot, and that mountain is beautiful. If you haven't been up there yet, it's just an absolutely gorgeous place to camp and to hang out and do stuff. And then it
is the easiest time to do a 5.2 activation for a park.
True. Yes.
Anytime.
Yeah. In fact, on a normal day, in other words, not Hamfest weekend, you drive through Huntsville, Alabama pretty much any time, and you will hear activity on 146.52 FM simplex. So a lot of people who use that on a daily basis out there, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so good. So Mark,
but you forgot the tagline. Why this Hamfest is so much fun? Because it's the most friendliest Hamfest.
Yeah, the friendliest Hamfest. It's probably true, actually. I mean, out of all the Hamfests I've been to,
I agree with it wholeheartedly.
We have used that tagline for so many years. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office gave it to us.
Seriously?
Seriously, we have registered that trademark for Huntsville Hamfest. And
that's awesome.
And Jason, you were saying it is definitely the number 3 Hamfest in the country.
Yeah.
In terms of visitors and vendor population. That comes from the league. They go out and they gauge the size of the events out on the left coast. I've never been out there personally, but they say we're a solid number 3 behind Orlando and Dayton.
Good. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's any large Hamfests out on the west coast anymore. But someone had told me that now this might be pre-COVID. This may not be true anymore. But there used to be a really good show in not Charlotte. Where was it? Somewhere in North or South Carolina. Maybe it was Charlotte. But and then there was another one in like Indiana somewhere. And those shows and I've never been to either one of those shows. That's why I can't remember the name of them. But supposedly those shows were somewhere in the neighborhood of where you guys are as far as ticket sales goes. But I don't know. I don't know if that. I don't know if that's true since COVID came back. Either.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not been to those shows.
Okay.
One thing you're thinking of is RARS Fest, RARS Fest, and I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but the organizer, she will be in Huntsville. She was in Dayton and Orlando. She'll be in Huntsville to promote her event. And
good.
We're not in competition. This is one of those things that what's good for Hamfest overall, the visitors, the vendors, even the volunteers, it's good for the hobby.
Agreed. Yeah, somebody found it in the chat. Shelby Hamfest used to be one in Shelby, North Carolina. That was supposedly a good show. I never got to go to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys, you and I sat next to each other at the Hamcation dinner, Mark.
Oh yeah.
And you guys were at Dayton this year, and of course the guys from Dayton will be at your show. And yeah, it's not a competition. It's all in very good very good, very supportive manners. So yeah,
Absolutely, very
but
congenial between
yes.
the groups. Jack Gerbs and his wife Barb is coming down to volunteer. She's going to be helping with ticket sales.
Nice.
Jack is the past chair of Dayton. Michael Calder is not going to be able to make it this year, but they're bringing a large contingent. Jim Storms, the outgoing general chair, and for Dayton. I don't have a guest list from Orlando yet. I need to poke John or Michael about that and see who they're bringing. But it should be a good and fun crowd. And they can
Absolutely.
throw spitballs at each other because they're on opposite sides of an aisle.
That's true. Yeah. That's right. I remember that. That's good. So how is it looking so far this year, Mark? Is it as compared to last year? I mean, how are the ticket sales? How many tables are we looking at? You know, I know you guys do, for those who don't know, you guys do an indoor swap fest, so everything's indoor because it's so darn hot in Huntsville in August.
There's absolutely no way to do an outdoor flea market in August. I remember HamCon in June.
Yeah,
that outdoor flea market was brutal.
Yes.
But no, it's all indoors. It's all air conditioned.
Right.
And in terms of visitors, I don't have a feel for. I don't have any news about what our advanced ticket purchase is. But I can say this: we were concerned early in the year, of course, when MFJ announced they're going out of business.
Yes.
And we were concerned about leaving a hole. And in a conversation with Bob Inderbitzen a few weeks ago, I shared with him that we were on our way then to a sellout. Smaller vendors have stepped up and filled the spots.
Good.
And that's proved the case. We are sold out in the vendor space.
Excellent.
And we had actually not only sold out the 429 flea market tables, we have a waiting list.
Really?
Okay. Yes. And you know, we're trying to squeeze in a few more tables. We're not sure where we'll put them, but it's a good situation. We're 3 weeks away, and we're sold out already. And it's just everything's pointing out to another great year for us.
Good, excellent. That's great to hear. I'm really excited about that. I know that last year the flea market tables inside were all full, and I don't know how many you had, but I remember that section over there, especially
it was
especially
the same number, 429. To change the map for like commercial vendors, flea market guys, they want the same space year after year after year.
Yeah.
Now there's a few that come and go. They'll be there one year and not the next, but for the most part, vendors, flea market guys, they want to be. We want this row or this aisle, this spot. So it's 429.
Okay. That's a good number of flea market tables. I tell you what, that's like, I mean, all of the, the biggest Hamfest in, I'm going to get this number wrong. The biggest Hamfest in Oklahoma is, I think, 190 tables total. Now, they have an outdoor swap fest on top of that. But that's all 190. I think it's 190 vendor tables, and that's a good size show. So 429 flea market tables. That's excellent.
And it's not just the commercial vendors and the flea market that make up the Huntsville Hamfest. There's a forum lineup that I would hold the quality of our forums up against Dayton and Orlando. We've got some local scientists. We've got community leaders. People who are skilled in all different facets of the hobby, from gigahertz, things like that. UPOTA guys are going to do a forum on Sunday. We've got a solder school for adults, and that's different. I see that. That's different from the solder school that the youth lounge does for kids. We teach them how to hold the soldering iron, which end of the soldering iron to hold.
An important tip.
And Joe Eisenberg is doing a kit building forum. So there's lots of good forums. There's a YL breakfast on Sunday, and that's a Dutch treat deal at a local restaurant. Anyone's welcome, not just YLs. So there's that activity. The DX banquet on Saturday night is a very good draw. I wish I had time to attend. It's at a not yet open museum. of antique radios, antique telegraphs,
Really?
antique gramophones, and all this stuff is in working condition. It is a beautiful venue. Our local clubs are able to use this event, this place for meetings and social functions. So, there's a lot of things that go into doing a Hamfest, into making it like a destination weekend, so to speak. There's so much to do, and even offsite, of course, the restaurants, the brew pubs, the W4DXCC. It's a contesters and DXers sort of convention, and typically it was up in Pigeon Forge for the last, I don't know how many years, at least 10. It's moving to Huntsville.
I lost him for a second.
Yeah.
You blipped there for a second, Mark.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's
You're back now.
It's the rural internet connection.
Yeah.
But the W4DXCC is on Thursday, August 15th, and it's not really part of the Huntsville Hamfest, but it's just another amateur radio related activity.
Good. Okay. So, and you said it used to be in
Pigeon Forge.
In Pigeon Forge, and where is it now?
It's in Huntsville.
It's actually in Huntsville proper? Okay.
Yes, it's going to be held at that same Signals Museum where the DX banquet is.
Okay.
But I've been talking with Steve. We might be moving that to the East Hall of the Von Braun Center and bumping it up to Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
To be a little closer to Hamfest.
Okay. Good. And is there info for that on the website?
There's a link to it at the lower part of the homepage. W4DXCC.
Okay. W4DXCC. Okay, good. Good.
Excuse me.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I see you got a really good lineup of forum. Yeah, I was looking through the forums while you're talking about it, so that's a really good lineup there. The youth section up there where Flex Radio is in the corner, is that all still the same as it was last year?
Yes. Okay. As a matter of fact, we got confirmation the other day that Flex Radio is going to sponsor the Youth Lounge again.
Okay.
And they're bringing remote ham radio. Maybe not remote ham radio, but a remote ham radio connection. Okay. And that will be the Get on the Air station. And of course, Huntsville Hamfest weekend, I think it coincides with NAQP phone.
Yes.
And so for folks wanting to rest their legs, there's an operating station that's connected to real outside antennas. In the past, we've tried to put up some sort of a sloping dipole or some kind of an antenna, fed ground mounted something or other at the Huntsville Von Braun Civic Center, and it's not good. It's such a high noise area. You guys know, doing POTA, when you go out to a state park, your noise level is like S0, S1. Like Huntsville at a downtown civic center, we're talking S9 plus noise levels sometimes. And so the GOTA station will be connected to a real remote station. Good chance to sit and play with a good radio, Flex radio.
Excellent. That's great.
But yeah, Dr. Bateman has been doing the Youth Lounge and his wife Jean have been doing the Youth Lounge for, I think this is their 14th year. And each year they just keep adding more stuff. There's scavenger hunts, there's soldering classes for kids, which I mentioned, just all kinds of things.
I love that youth lounge. That is a key thing to go for families, and it's so cool to see. They usually have the robotics team out there,
the Brown Coast robotics team.
It's so cool to see them with the robots every year.
Those brown coats have traveled to a Houston event for the national competition.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's pretty fun. I mean, you kind of would expect that from Rocket City, that there would be a big robotics and STEM groups out there, both youth forums and every other age group as well. So that's fun to hear about, though, that they're attending the Hamfest and whatnot.
They even came to our field day and were part of our educational demo.
Nice. Okay. That's really cool. They seem really active then.
Well, Dr. Bateman is the he's one of the sponsors for that group.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good synergy there.
Good. Excellent.
And I love interviewing them every year just to see what's new and up and coming. I can't wait.
For sure. Yeah.
I need to spend more time over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's you might have one or two things to do that weekend, Mark. I don't know. Sometimes you look like you're standing around doing nothing, but no, I'm kidding. You look the opposite of that.
Well, I hope to be standing around doing nothing, but there's always little things. There's never any major problems. We've got such a great team of volunteers and committee chairs that we know what to do and we do it. But there's always a little gotcha here or there, and we go and solve it.
Yeah.
And maybe why I look busy is I want to solve it quickly.
Sure. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah. Get it over and done with. Absolutely. So good. Okay. Well, like I said, this is one of my favorite shows for the year, because a lot of people attend it, and it's always a good crowd, and there's the POTA thing that goes along kind of after hours. And it's in a good area. You guys, and I will say this: you guys are very supportive of the YouTube community as a whole, and you guys were some of the first ones that actually came to us and said, "Look, we want to support you guys, and because you support us, and which we try to do."
Well, that's a no-brainer. You guys get thousands of views, and you can't. We're a small outfit. I mean, not in terms of being able to spend advertising dollars. And let's face it, you're free advertising.
Yeah, totally, absolutely, yeah. Doesn't cost you anything to be here tonight, so
right.
No, but I mean, but that's it's all about promoting amateur radio, and and Hamfests in 2024 are not what they were in the 80s and 90s, and that's just kind of changing with the times, no problem. But the really big, good shows that are out there, we definitely want to support and get keep those going as much as we can. So I hope you guys have a record-breaking year this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that works for you.
Yeah, we hope so too. Everything is pointing to a very, very good year. Good. A couple of years ago, COVID really hit it hammered all the conventions, and it was difficult to get the visitors and the vendors back online. But, Orlando, they missed a year. Dayton missed 2. Right. Dayton missed 2 years, but they were able to recover, fortunately. And we missed 1. But it's great. We're grateful that, the visitors and the vendors all came back, and we're seeing such a good turnout.
Agreed. Yeah. I've got 2 or 3 vendors that I keep telling you got to go to Huntsville. You got to go to Huntsville. Chris from Buddy Pull. I've been bugging him for like 2 years.
I have been bugging Chris forever.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
And the spiel I gave the vendors this year was unfortunately Wolf River Coils will not be in Huntsville this year. They've been years in the past, but they're going to Shelbyville, and they had to pick their poison. They decided to go to Shelbyville this year, but they'll be back next year.
Good.
But that and the fact that the intel I learned in Dayton, for example, the Golly keys sold out of a portable POTA style key by 11 o'clock Friday.
Oh, wow.
And, Tony from N3ZN Keys sold out of his portable style key around the same time, early Friday.
Wow.
Everything POTA related is just incredibly. M&P's, what do you call that? POTA Flex.
The POTA, the POTA Flex.
Gigaparts sold out in Dayton. So again, everything POTA related is just selling and is as popular as ever. And of course, POTA will be here. They'll have an organization table. They're also purchasing a flea market table beside it so that they can sell their patches, stickers, whatever it is that they do. So it's huge, and everything like portable antennas, everything related, TN07 engineering, you name it, Comet. I think Diamond Antenna is going to be there. Yeah.
Okay. Is Comet and the 12-volt power guys going to be there?
Pretty sure the Comet 12-volt guys are part of the Gigaparts booth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that's where they'll
Because
be.
the company called 12 Volt Power bought Comet, and they own Comet now. And they were at Hamcom Zion, actually. I was kind of surprised to see them there because that was a very new, small show.
Right.
And I talked with them a bunch at Dayton last May, but I was hoping they would be there too. They got some really cool stuff that they're working on.
I heard recently that Chameleon Antennas was planning to be here, but that's a small business, sole proprietor. He is so busy with back orders. He can't take the time to come.
That's pretty much like Chris at Buddy Pole.
Kind of, yeah. Although I've never seen Chameleon at a Hamfest at all. Carl, I mean, he works, 24/7. I think. But
he was at the Gigaparts grand opening, and I had a chance to speak with him.
Okay.
And the plan was he was really intent on coming to Huntsville, but as the date neared, he said, "I just can't get away."
Yeah. Well. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show either way. I guarantee that it's gonna be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's good. Okay. Any new vendors this year that weren't there last year? Off the top of your head, you don't have to.
Off the top of my head, I can't recall, Jason.
Okay.
I know there's 2 or 3, but off the top of my head, I should have reviewed before we talked tonight.
That's all right. It's okay. No problem. So yeah, I mean they're on the website, right? The vendor list is on the website.
Yes, the vendor and organization list is on the website. I think we have 51 vendors, and oh geez,
okay.
The organizations and clubs is somewhere around 40.
Good. Oh, 40 clubs. Wow, that's really good. Okay.
Well, they don't cost us much, and we provide them a table. They promote their organization, and it's valuable to the visitors to be able to come and see a person face to face, to connect a call sign to a face, ask direct questions. So it's a win-win for the hobby. Oh, QRZ.com is sending a rep.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they don't make an appearance like that a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going through the list here. Long Island CW Club, good deal. In 3ZN, yeah, Tony will be back. Let's see. Parks in the Airport, yeah, we talked about them. Phase Doc, Prepcom, QRZ, QSO Radio Show. That's cool. Okay, good.
Go
ahead, Frank.
Are we doing the form again?
Yes, you're on the schedule for Sunday morning. I'm not sure if it's 1 hour or 2. I believe it's 2.
Okay. Dude, that form is so much fun.
It is.
We come around and pretty much introduce ourselves, and we have like a Q&A and interact with the fans, and that's so much fun. And it's probably going to be the best. I'm just going to say this event is the best place to meet your favorite radio YouTuber, because it is so intimate that you can find us very easily, and let alone that we have our forum here. But compared to the other Hamfest, man, we're just lost in that crowd, even though you can pretty much find any of us by the crowd of people.
True.
But
that's an astute comment, Frank, because I know several of YouTubers were in Dayton, but our paths never crossed.
Yeah,
I knew you were there. A few of you I saw, but there were just as many that I knew you were in Dayton, but the place is so big, I never saw you.
I came to say hi. I interviewed you. I got that interview. It's going to pop. It's going to go ahead and be published here soon. Yes.
Mike MRD, I never saw him.
Oh, he was. I didn't see him much myself. I mean, after hours I did, but yeah, it's you can get lost at Dayton. It's just it's a crazy, in a very good way. It's a crazy time at Dayton, and you look up and you're like, wow, I just spent 6 hours doing this. I didn't even know it was lunchtime yet. So
speaking of Dayton and lunchtime, we're at the Von Braun Center. It's a civic center, and they have a lock on the food concessions. But Dayton, they bring in those food trucks, and they are fantastic.
Yes.
I wish we could do that. I wish we could do that for our guests, but unfortunately, the Von Braun Center just simply will not allow.
That's what the same thing that the Zion guys said. In order to bring in food trucks and other things, that it was just unreasonable for them to do it.
Yeah, they said yes, but just quoted such an outrageous figure. It was almost like racketeering. They want, they want 40% of your gross and your firstborn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a racket. That's so sad they do that.
Well, that's how they can charge $5 for a hamburger.
Yeah, I mean it's their facility. It's all cool. And honestly, would you go outside to eat from a food truck in August in Huntsville? I mean, it's probably too darn hot out there anyway. So
what Mark do if he could do that? He will open up the other wall and have a food area that just has the vendors bring in the food from the food truck to us.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be something.
But yeah, it's all right. It is what it is. That's just the part of an entertainment center or a big vendor center like that. It's what it is. But that Von Braun Center is a nice place. I mean, it is. It's large. There's plenty of room in there to spread out and have everything that we need. There's places to sit down with tables and whatnot. So it's a good venue. I really like that venue.
I love it. And
one of the things about the Von Braun Center, let me mention, they did a little bit of, I don't want to say remodel, that's too strong a word, but freshening of the design. The flea market area that was under the chandeliers, well, those chandeliers are gone. They're replaced with daylight LEDs. So that area is much brighter, much more, it's more vibrant. And they also changed the carpet. It's a brighter carpet.
Oh, good. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
They're starting to add, they got some construction up in the pre-function hallway for some monitors. They're not installed yet, but we're hopeful that we can work a deal with the Von Braun Center to scroll some information on those monitors maybe next year. That's another change we're bringing in this year. I'm not sure if you guys noticed how Orlando scrolls their hourly door prize information.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do this
on the TV by the ticket prize booth,
and a lot of other places. We're gonna deploy 5 monitors throughout the Hamfest to scroll the prize data, the hourly prize data, in a similar way.
I like this idea.
The public address system, in a large 120,000 square foot hall. You put a public address system with reverberant walls, and as soon as the guy speaks, every conversation in the place ceases because nobody can hear over the public address announcer.
Yeah.
Try do an interview when you do that.
So so we're trying to avoid that public address as much as possible, and this way of scrolling the prize information, and we'll have a sign up at the booth, up at the stage, prize booth, of course. We hope to make it a little easier on our vendors and visitors to both find that information and not bother the conversations.
I love everything about this. And you know what you should do? A drawing that you can only know of on Meshtastic.
That's an idea.
Choose a Meshtastic node and give something away. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I got time to do that. That might be too late to do something like that. Hamfest sponsored, or for Huntsville to sponsor, but maybe I'll put something together like that over the next week, Frank, and we'll talk about it next week's live stream.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have the bandwidth to understand what I know what a mesh network is, but that's about as far as my knowledge goes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Meshtastic, we can do that because there might be a little bit of sketchiness doing that over APRS or something, ham radio, because it's doing the giveaway, and I don't know.
You're right.
Maybe people frown on it, but with Meshtastic, it doesn't matter. It's all commercial band.
Oh, you're right. Even better.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll think about that, Frank. That's a good idea. So speaking of, a week from today, next Sunday, I'm going to bring all the YouTubers on, and we're going to talk about our plans for when we're going to arrive and what we're going to do for POTA on Friday, and how we're going to attend the Hamfest that weekend. So that's coming up next Sunday at this same time. So you guys put that on your calendar. Hopefully you have my live streams on your calendar already.
I need to put that on my calendar.
But, yeah, put that on your calendar. But those of you who are new here, if you don't have my live streams on your calendar, 7 p.m. Central Time, whether it's Central Daylight or Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time every Sunday night. Well, most every Sunday night anyway, unless I'm out of town. Most every Sunday night. So that's where we are. So, Freddie Mac's excited about that one for some reason.
I love everything about this, man.
Rob says he's going to set up a Meshtastic BBS for Huntsville. So, yeah, they're starting to... I saw a couple of videos on YouTube about they're starting to do, like, old-style bulletin board systems over Meshtastic. I haven't really looked at how that works yet, but it's an interesting idea. So, that's... yeah, we'll have to check that out, Rob. It's a good idea. Good. Okay. So Mark, I guess that's kind of all I had. I'm trying to think of.
Oh, I want to mention too the DX banquet on Saturday night.
Okay.
Gene Spinelli, K5GS.
Mm-hmm.
He was at Clipperton. He'll be speaking on that DXpedition.
Oh,
so,
okay.
That'll be a great banquet. And that's
Good.
Again at the Signals Museum on Saturday night. Tickets are still available through. You can find the link near the bottom of our homepage to the North Alabama DX Club, where you can purchase tickets.
Okay. Is you said that museum? I guess it's a new museum that hadn't opened to the public yet.
It's very close to opening to the public. Yes.
Okay. So
and by this weekend, we should have the spider beam that took a storm hit about a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
The thing just looks like an umbrella that was out in a hurricane. It's a real mess.
No!
So we're working. I might be on a tower crane this Friday, helping to put that up.
Nice. Take some pictures when you're up there.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, like I said, this is a fun show. It is 3 weeks from yesterday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday's kind of like our meetup time that's unofficial, but Saturday and Sunday is the actual show. Huntsville, Alabama, Von Braun Center. Which is, would you consider that downtown? Is that where that is?
Oh, yeah, it's very much downtown.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was correct. I didn't know how the boundaries were drawn.
And they're springing up additional hotels around the venue. You'll be shocked and amazed at the difference from last year to this year.
Oh, okay. I was in Huntsville. Oh, I was in Huntsville last March for the Gigaparts opening.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually had a conflict that Saturday, but I was there for several days before that. So I've been there since last August. But good, yeah. That whole area is exploding though. There's all kinds of stuff. All the suburbs like Madison and I can't remember the name of the other little towns, but all the towns around Huntsville are popping up real fast as well.
Oh, all the way north. I live here in Mulberry, Tennessee. I'm 7 miles from Jack Daniels, but to my west is Fayetteville, and then 5 miles south is the Alabama-Tennessee border, and the growth from Huntsville is extending basically all the way up to southern Fayetteville.
Wow,
it's just amazing. Hasn't hit our location yet, thank goodness. We like our 11 acres of darkness. And it's just beautiful.
Oh yeah.
All I have to put up with here are the motorcycle groups that make the pilgrimage to Jack Daniels on Saturday and Sundays.
That's good.
Let's do that, Jason.
Yeah, maybe we can. Hey, Kyle and I drove through Sturgis, South Dakota last week. So
I want to go there.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, we drove right through there, and that you can tell that town is getting prepped for the event that I think is 2 or 3 weeks from now, sometime first weekend. I don't remember when it is. Last weekend in August, maybe. Oh. I think maybe last weekend in August is when it is. Anyway, it's coming up pretty quick.
That'd be a tough one for me.
Yeah,
but it would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. It's a neat area. It's There's not much out. I mean, it's surrounded by mountains because it's South Dakota. It's a pretty area, but there's not much else out there. But there's like Sturgis signs, motorcycle insurance billboards, and this kind of stuff. Just all kinds of like, okay, yeah, they're getting ready for this big event. It's about 10 or 20 or however many thousand bikers it is that descend on that little town for the weekend. Yeah, they're it's probably going to do well up there, I would think. But yeah, it's a fun. I've never been up there before, so maybe one day we'll go to the show. But good. Well, that's funny that they go out to the Jack Daniels every weekend. I think that, do they still have that weird rule out there where it's like, I think it was Jack Daniels. Somebody's telling me like the county is dry, so you can't drink anything there. You have to like just smell it or something.
Where Jack Daniels is,
I think you can drink. You can buy it at the store now. I haven't been out there since my son's. I took my family there for a tour. I don't know, 10 or more years ago. And my son's able to hack the visitor computers, but that's another story.
Let's get into that story. I'm liking this.
They probably will welcome me back, but like I said, I haven't been there for a bunch of years, and I'm not sure what the rules are. But yeah, Moore County is a dry county, and so the rules are a little different from the rest of Tennessee.
We used to have dry counties in Texas. I think they pretty much did away with all that by now.
Well, it's the counties
when
themselves.
I lived in Dallas, there were blue laws in the early 80s.
There still are blue laws.
Yeah, they don't call them that anymore, but they're still there. But I mean, in Texas, there's so when I was growing up, they had dry counties and they had wet counties. And so everyone from the dry county would drive to the wet county to buy their liquor, and all the dry counties would lose the tax revenue. So it was a very smart business move. It was stupid is what it was. But nowadays, pretty much. Well,
that was back in the days when you measured the distance by how many beers. Dallas to Houston was a six-pack.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But it's I mean it's like Texas beer and liquor laws are very strange. But now pretty much everything is wet, but only certain counties can sell hard liquor. Everybody can sell beer and wine, but now only certain counties can sell hard liquor.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and it's usually done by if they're doing it by vote, which I think a lot of them are done by vote, and people are voting it out, then okay, it's democracy. I'm all for that, all good. But it's also kind of like, detrimental to small business, in my opinion. Anyway,
sure.
It's not what the show's about. Yeah, I used to have a Unicard, Rob, but that was another weird thing. But yeah, you can pretty much buy beer and wine everywhere now, but you got to go the next town over sometimes to buy liquor. But,
well, Jason, I can't quite make out the text in the chat window without my reading glasses.
That's fine.
Has any questions come up from the group?
Frank, have you seen anything?
No.
Okay.
I was bad co-host this time. I wasn't looking for questions.
I
was scanning the chat, but I didn't see any real questions. A lot of comments on what we do Friday night and the pseudo meetup also on Saturday that we do after the Hamfest. There was I'm scrolling through now, but I don't see really any questions.
I was kind of watching the chat myself. I didn't really see much. We'll get into the details and weeds of what our Friday plans are and our after hours plans are on the live stream next week.
Let me throw something out and
go ahead, Mark.
Make a note of this.
Yeah.
I heard that last year you guys went to I think it was Stone Middle School. There's a brew pub there and some restaurants.
Are you talking about Campus 805?
Campus 805, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Well, right next door is Yellowhammer Brewing Company with Earth and Stone Pizza.
Yes.
The best beer, best pizza, in my opinion.
We went there as well. Okay. We went there as well. We so I think we went to Yellowhammer. I think it was Saturday after the show. And that was the time where Digital Rancher, he's in the chat right now. So we're out there. It's Kyle, Frank, Digital Rancher. His name is Rob, and maybe one or two other people. NAYO might have been there with us. I don't remember. Anyway, there were 4 or 5 of us there, and we get a table on the patio. And we order our drinks, get our table on the patio. We'd been there for maybe 5 minutes. And Rob's a big satellite guy. So he's like, oh, there's a satellite pass. So he goes to his car, gets out his rig, stands out in the middle of that open field.
He does.
Behind, true story.
Great.
Stands out in the middle of that open field with a Yagi antenna and a headset and his chest rig on with the radio in it pointing. And people are looking at him like, what the heck is this guy doing? So it was a very... hey, here's ham radio in your face type of thing at the Yellow Hammer Brewing last year.
Hey,
so,
this is Huntsville.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I loved it. It was a great. We got several pictures of that. It was a great experience. Okay,
so I'm glad you guys discovered that place because it is one of my favorites when I'm in town.
Good, yeah.
Jones did have a question. How many kids or youth do you normally expect at the Hamfest?
We had a visitor log of about 120 youth go through the youth lounge last year.
Yeah, that youth lounge was always hopping and busy, and it was very, very busy. Everyone was having fun, and every station, I think it was almost filled the entire time. Definitely come out if you have a family and let your kids experience that because it's amateur radio and STEM.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing we ask is that parents remain with their children there. Monty and I talked about what to do with kids who are left there unattended, and the answer is we're going to feed them soda and candy.
You've seen that sign in some businesses that says unattended children will be given an espresso and a free puppy?
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. That's always good. I love that. Yeah, James, Quirky QRP. That's a great T-shirt idea for you, buddy. There you go, right there.
What did James say?
It was Izzo. He's like, new T-shirt. You had one job, Frank.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
That's great. I love that. Awesome. Well, hey, Mark, you know what? We just about killed the hour.
We sure did.
It goes fast, man. You just start talking, having fun, and cutting up and everything. All of a sudden, you look up, you're like, "Oh my goodness, it's almost 8 o'clock." So.
Well, I didn't have anything else to do tonight. I've had dinner.
Good. Okay.
But I think we covered all the important points, and just get here. 3 weeks.
Yeah. Totally. All right, so Gray Man Poda, that's a good question, and we talked about that a little bit before the live stream went. But Mark, I know in the past you got, and whatever your answer is totally cool. There's no special favors being asked here. But Tim in the chat is asking about media passes. How are you guys handling that this year?
We're full. For the comfort of our guests, we don't want them turning around into a camera every time they turn around. So we're going to cap it at 30, which we have.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, that's fine. It's
others are welcome to come and shoot video. I'm not saying they can't, but we just want to limit the number to
sure.
It's probably too many already, but we're gonna stay with 30.
I think that is that more than you did last year? I was thinking that's more than you had last year.
I think we had 28 last year.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. That's still a good number, though.
It is a good number.
So, okay.
A lot of people come and experience the Hamfest, man. A lot of good videos.
So, yes, for sure. Yeah, so get your media pass early for 2025.
Yes.
But good deal, man. Good deal. Well, Mark, thank you so much for your time. Okay, there's K6RDJ. Richard had to be the one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are pre-sale tickets still available for attendees?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. And yes, we will shut off. Let me refer to my notes here. We're going to shut off advanced ticket sales because we have to set up the will call software and everything.
Right.
Cutoff date is 9 p.m. Sunday, August 11th.
That's like 2 weeks from now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you've got 2 weeks to get pre-sale tickets. And then, of course, I assume you sell tickets at the door that day after pre-sale is over. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Well, once again, thank you, Mark, for your time tonight.
Hey, Jason, thanks for having me on.
Good.
And you and Frank, it's a pleasure chatting with you guys. Always educational. And we're going to have some fun in 3 weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah. Looking forward to it. We're going to be out there on Wednesday and staying through the weekend, and it's going to be a fun time as it has been the last 3 or 4 years, man.
Yeah, like I mentioned, when I get settled Thursday night, get checked into the Embassy Suites, I'm going to try to get up to Montesano and say hi to you guys and toast, throw a bottle back.
Awesome. Yeah. We might try to go out. We don't really have any plans on Thursday night yet. We'll probably do something for dinner somewhere and then end up back at the campsite that night. It's cool to hang at that campsite. We'll be there all day on Friday, though.
Friday's a big day.
Yeah.
We turn our Aries training net on Thursday night. We turn that over to basically a welcome net for Hamfest attendees. It's 146.94, one of the most popular repeater frequencies in the country. And we turn off the PL, and it's a directed net, but we encourage folks to, check in where you're from, what you might be looking for, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
But that's it. That starts at 7:00 Thursday night.
Okay, good. I will make a note of that. I'd love to check into that. That's fun.
Sure.
So good deal. Okay. Cool, man. Well, hey, thank you once again for your time, Mark. Looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a fun show, and I look forward to catching up with you face-to-face in about 3 weeks.
Okay. Likewise, Jason. Thanks, and see you, Frank, too.
I can't wait to see you, man.
All right, 73 all.
73, guys. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. All right, Frank. I know you want to talk about your mugs, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me the spotlight, even though I slammed you in the back channel.
No, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, you're good.
Tank Radio mugs. I am doing a pre-sale like I did the Tank Radio whiskey tumblers. This pre-sale is only being sold on the pre-sale or pre-order. That's the right word. Pre-orders. Go to Grapevine Amateur Radio and find the Tank Radio mug and order yours.
Pretty cool looking mug
today. This is limited time. I like limited time things, and they're fun to do. And if you want Tank Radio mug, do it.
It's a cool color also.
Oh, it's amazing color.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get these mugs done. And just like the whiskey tumblers, once they're gone, they're gone.
Until you do it again.
Well, I don't
I don't know. Maybe not. Do something different next time.
Yeah, we did mugs, we did tumblers. I'm thinking maybe if I could figure out maybe a lighter, because we're all preppers.
No, you just need to contact like Buffalo Trace or Four Roses and have them do a Tank Radio batch of whiskey for you.
You know, that's something that maybe me and you will go in together.
I'd love to. That'd be great.
They do barrel selections.
Do they really?
Yes.
That would be freaking cool.
So you fly up there, and they have you sample the barrels, and you buy the whole barrel, and they will do a special run of bottles that say something, barrel selected.
So they'll like put your name or logo or something on a bottle?
Like that, yeah.
And how many bottles, how many 750 milliliter bottles do you get out of a barrel?
Tons. Lots.
More than I
need.
Will
have them for years.
More than I need. Oh my goodness. Okay. 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 Well,
aspirations.
There we go. Oh, I know it. I know. Good
Maybe
deal.
we should put up a GoFundMe. Go fund us a barrel.
Oh, dude. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Oh
my God, that would be a dream. I'm gonna put it down as a channel goal.
We should totally do that. I mean, I don't know how much a barrel costs.
Oh, probably thousands.
Oh, I'm sure it's in the thousands. Is it over 10,000?
I have no idea. I have literally.
Why don't you do some research?
I will do some research.
Why don't you do some research? Yeah. And then we can do a live stream and do some giveaways and have people provide their IDs. I'm not sending whiskey to a 16-year-old kid, but what do we call it? Way too much.
Jason 2 and Tank Radio's bottle selection.
No. We call it the 73 good time or something.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
73s.
73. The 73. But yeah.
Chris, Tank Radio mug and Irish coffee with the barrel select. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Digital Rancher, who's smarter than all of us are, says 266 bottles.
Oof.
266 750 milliliter bottles.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. But you know what? We take those to Dayton. They'll be gone. Dayton and Dayton and freaking Field Day.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, that would be fun. I think I'd be down with that, Frank. We should research that.
John,
and see,
John says 160 to 180 bottles per barrel. Yeah. Tom says prices depend on the barrel, but $4,000 to $15,000 per barrel.
I was wondering if it was into 5 figures. That was like, but you know that bottom shelf Four Roses $29 a bottle of whiskey is so good.
We could do that
it's
one.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's so good already. So I don't know. That's an idea. Where's Four Roses at? What state?
I have no idea.
Okay, find out.
Scott says get tanked.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's good. Oh boy, get tanked with Ham Radio 2.0. That's it. So
get a bottle.
I think that'd be popular. I think that would be popular. I think we could move some whiskey. I don't know if we'd have to go to liquor license to do it. I mean,
yes, we'll probably have to.
I don't know. That's wild. That's wild.
I told you I looked in selling cigars, right?
You should talk with non-techies in the chat. He looked at doing that and changed his mind.
Oh yeah.
So
same thing here. I was looking about selling like a special pack with a special cigar band.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous on the laws around that.
Yeah.
Gifted subs. Who gifted it?
Yeah, Jim McCullough. Thank you for the gift of 10 memberships. So you guys, welcome to the membership madness on that. Appreciate that. Yeah, totally. So we're gonna have to. Scott from the Ham Stops in there. What? I mean, liquor license. I don't know.
Maybe we can get someone to sell it on our behalf, but then we got to cut them in. I want this idea to happen. I don't
We need
know.
to do some research. We need to do some research and figure out how that would work, if we could even work it at all.
Arnold says he still has a bottle from last year I need to pick up. DM me in Discord. I will make whatever happen to get that bottle. Because it belongs on the back of myself. I have 1, 2, 3 bottles still on the back of myself from Dayton.
So you guys were paying attention. About a half hour ago, I turned on these mega mystery boxes, and they're all sold.
Nice.
All of them are gone.
I saw that at the beginning of the stream, man. Should
I do this again? Hey, you guys, the next time you shop at R&L Electronics, thank Roger. Roger, I paid for the FT710. Okay, but he gave me a slight discount on it. It's like a sale, I think I bought it like Memorial Day sale or whatever that was. I don't remember what it was right now, but he gave me a slight discount on it. So yeah. So if you guys shop at R&L, tell Roger thank you for his support. But those are gone. So let me know if you guys would like me to do this again, because I wasn't sure how well a $250 mystery box would go. That's why I only did 10 of them, but apparently all you got to do is go live on YouTube. You could sell anything, I guess. So,
oh man.
All right, man.
So are you happy to be home? You got 3 weeks before your next trip, man. I think your wife is going to monopolize your time and say, you're not going anywhere.
Kinda. She's coming with me to Huntsville, though.
Yes!
She's coming with us to Huntsville.
I know you told me that, but I'm still reacting.
What is your travel plans for Huntsville? Are you flying, driving?
I was going to talk to you off stream. When we could do this live, it's fine. When are you thinking about leaving?
Wednesday morning, which is what we've done for last. Yeah, we'll
and
leave
you're gonna be
bright
there
and early Wednesday.
It's
about a 9.5 to 10 hour drive with not pulling a trailer and with no stops at all. So it'll probably take us about 12 hours total, something like that. So we're
arriving Wednesday night?
Wednesday night.
Okay,
that's what we've done for the last 2 years. We leave bright and early Wednesday morning, and we just drive until we get there on Wednesday evening.
Okay, so, I'm going to talk to Rob. I want to be there all day Thursday, or at least the majority of the day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'll probably fly back Sunday.
Okay.
I am open to driving out there with you because it sounds like fun, and I enjoy that. But we're pulling the trailer, so it's going to be a nonstop. Just keep going.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that someone's already going to have the front seat if I join you.
I think I'm going to put you in the front seat because I'm tired of him moving. I think I'm tired of him moving my stuff around.
Him?
So, yeah. So Emily doesn't like to sit in the front seat.
Okay.
She likes to sit in the back. So no, I thought you were talking about Mike.
No.
I assume Mike is riding with me.
So you're gonna have a full truck then.
Full truck, but we'll have the camper, so we can put most of our stuff in the camper. So we put a lot of our stuff in the camper, a few things in the bed, and then the 5 of us in the cab.
That'd be easy,
including the dog.
Electric girl. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be a full truck.
Yeah, it will be.
Emily,
it will be.
Mike, me, you.
Where's
Electric gonna be
in the back seat with Mike and Emily, or with you and Mike? I don't know.
I love the sound of this every time you say it. I kick Mike out of his seat. Yes.
He's always wanting. I've got that whole radio set up over there with my tablet on the left. He always wants to move the tablet. He's I don't have an armrest. Drive your own car then.
I was in your truck for over
a
week.
I know.
The tablet did not bother me. I moved the tablet one time, and that's when we were activating, so I had easier access to the radio.
I know.
And other than that, it was fine. It was fine. Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in the chat tonight, but he was out on POTA earlier. But
right now, let me catch up to Robert. I'm going to get you the answer within a week, and I kind of want to go out with y'all. That seems like fun.
Who are you talking to?
Robert,
Digital Rancher Robert?
Yes.
What did he ask? I missed the question.
Oh no. He's usually flies out there, so I will. I will definitely fly back with him. The question is, when is he going to be arriving? And I'm only doing this wishy-washy one day thing because it's an extra day that I can save for PTO. So that is an extra day I can put towards family or radio. But it's a day. I might go out with y'all. Sounds like fun. I haven't been out to Huntsville with y'all, so we'll give that a shot. And I'm excited for Emily to join.
Yep. Yeah. She looks forward to. In fact, she saw Kyle's video. If you guys haven't watched Kyle's video, and we're going to talk about this. Let me pull up Kyle's video real quick. We're going to talk about this on my live stream next week. But if you haven't watched Kyle's video, let me pull that up real quick. He did a video about. Let's see. Let me put that. No, not that one. Not that one. I got all my stuff rearranged in a weird order tonight, so I'm. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I don't think you can hear this.
I saw that video. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, so let's watch Kyle's video real quick.
Okay.
And you guys go give Kyle a thumbs up and a like for this video. I've got to change the audio to come through the mixer here.
Yeah, and you're doing that. I might have to play it too because I'm not going to probably hear your audio.
You might not. Yeah, probably not. So here's a link to Kyle's video. So here we go.
A few things for you. One, if you're coming to the Huntsville Hamfest here in a couple of weeks, the YouTubers are going to be putting on a lunch at the John Scoble Pavilion Friday, August 16th. That's the Friday before the Hamfest. We're going to be there all day. We're going to get there about 8 a.m., do a bunch of POTA, and then we're going to cook probably about 11. Lunch will be served at noon. Bring a side. Water will be provided. If you don't want water, you can bring your own. We're also going to be taking donations. Anything that is above and beyond to cover the costs for lunch, we're going to donate to Steve Good Games Teachers Institute at the ARR.
He did this last year. And I don't remember. Yeah, so Kyle bought all the food. He got people to pay him back, cover his costs, totally cool. Venmo, PayPal, whatever. And then everything above and beyond, he donated to Good Game. And I don't remember what the number exactly was, but it was large. It was a large number, several $100s we donated to Steve Good Game and the Teachers Institute. So we're doing that again this year. It's a good plan on Kyle's behalf.
So if you want to donate something for the cause,
he'll have the
please
Blackstone.
do so. The link will be in the description below. And also the link to the pavilion will be in the description below. So if you want to come out, come on out. It was a good time last year, and we ate lunch, and we also had enough food for dinner. So it's going to be an all-day affair, so come out and hang out. Also, I have stickers. If you want a sticker, please come see me, and I'll be handing these out at the
Everybody loves stickers.
Huntsville Hamfest. And also, if you are going to come to the dinner and you're going to eat, please put a comment in below so we can get a head count on how many hamburgers and brats and hot dogs to fix and to cook, so you're not left out. So please put a comment below with the number of people that you're going to bring, and then we will figure it out from there. So anyway, John Scoble Pavilion, Friday before Huntsville Hamfest. About if you want to get there, early in the morning, we'll be there. We'll be doing POTA, and that is it. So thanks all. Appreciate.
I don't think I'm jumping this year, so I'm going to reach out to Kyle, and I'll probably help him cook. And do his sous chef thing like I normally do.
Emily told me today that she wanted to help cook, and I sent a message to Kyle saying, hey, my wife wants to help cook again. So I think we'll have cooking covered. I mean, you guys do what you want to. That's totally cool.
I'm hands off then.
But she enjoys doing that. So, and if I can actually find a Blackstone on sale that is actually in stock and not going to get the order canceled between now and Huntsville, I might pick. I've been wanting to pick one up for myself
you're up
anyway.
To 6 or 7 months of saying this now.
Well, I bought 2 of them. The first one was a scam on eBay. I got refunded, and the second one was Walmart saying, "Oh, we can't get that." And I'm like, "I just bought it. You're sending me a text saying it's in stock." And I go up there to pick it up, but we don't have that. So they refunded me. I got my money back, but still, I was like, "What is wrong with this? Just the stars are against me buying this freaking Blackstone grill." But I want one for hunting season, which doesn't start till November, so I'm not in a hurry for it. But
you saw how easy that it was for me and everyone else to cook with that Blackstone and cleaning it, and we used it at Yellowstone, and you've seen it in other places that we've done. It is amazing. And Kyle says I got it too hot several times, but I don't know.
Well, it's because
I'm trusting him.
Yeah. No, it was, but. So more details. So what? Again, go watch Kyle's video. Put a comment on it. Let him know you were there watching it. We will go into more depth and detail about those plans on this live stream next Sunday. So you guys put that on your calendar, and be sure to join us next Sunday for that. So we're gonna wrap this up, Frank. Are you going to the cigar bar tomorrow?
No. I'll tell you in a bit when we're done.
Hey, Kyle here, A0Z.
I'm skipping it though.
Skipping it this week? Okay. All right. That's fine. All right, no worries. Then I will probably catch you tomorrow, and probably have a premiere at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, like normal, and then we'll catch you guys. I'm gonna go see the new Deadpool Wolverine movie tomorrow, I think.
Jealous.
Maybe I'll make a video about that.
Jason, missed opportunity. We should all wore our bow ties.
Yeah.
I wore mine for this was a live stream that I did. If you haven't seen,
we should bring him to Montesano.
Done.
Bring your bow tie to Montesano. If you have a POTA bow tie, bring it to Montesano.
My live stream before Jason's live stream, we talked about, and I went over photos for the Yellowstone trip. We had a blast, and geez, I can't count that cigar humidor that I had. I only have one cigar left. It holds like 20.
I know it.
We had many cigars.
You didn't smoke all of those yourself, though. You handed a few of those.
I did hand a few out because sharing's caring.
Yeah, for sure. So,
cool, man. We had a blast.
It was a blast. It was a fun
trip too.
So, yep. All right, guys. 73 to all. Thanks for joining us tonight. Looking forward to the Huntsville Hamfest in 3 weeks. Make it out there if you can. Join us next weekend for at this same time on Sunday. We'll be talking to the YouTubers and talking about our POTA plans and all the other stuff that we're planning for that. So 73 to all. Everyone have a good evening, and we'll leave you to it.
Bye.
Later.